Did you know? Foreign nurses often ask, how do I immigrate to the U.S. as an RN? Most RNs know that there is a shortage of nurses in the U.S. and that a fast-track process to the green card once existed for foreign RNs sponsored by U.S. employers. It is also common knowledge that foreign RNs must obtain a visa screen certificate issued by CGFNS before an immigrant visa may be issued to them.
Are there any other words of advice you can give to, let's say, someone that wants to come in, especially the PTs and RNs that want to come into the United States and work here?
Okay. Well, the first thing is really research very carefully your employer. And if you're going through an agency, look at the contract terms. There are people, you know, if you visit our website, you'll see articles that I've written of some sob stories because either the agency didn't know what they were doing or the RN didn't realize what he or she was doing and signed a contract that said, if you don't go and work for us, you're going to owe us $25,000. The poor RN gets to the United States and there is no work, and so they go work for someone else and they say, you breached the contract. You now owe us $25,000. These are things that can be avoided if you really do the research beforehand on the employer, on the agency. What are the contracts? Don't sign a contract on the first day. If someone's pressuring you to do that, believe me, there are other employers out there that will let you take it, read it, digest it, take it to an attorney to review. And, you know, it's even if your agency is doing the attorney work, it's not a problem for you to also get your own attorney to make sure everything is going in order. Now, having said that, the initial process must be paid for by the employer. The home RN cannot pay for any of the attorney costs. That's a law that was, and a regulation was passed by the Department of Labor. And if there is any reimbursement of monies, that could be a serious problem resulting in a lifetime ban. This is why you want your immigration attorney on board to make sure the documents are not only in order with the evidence that they need, but also conform to the regulation requirements and the requirements on an employer and the requirements on the RN worker.
So how are some of the other ways you help your clients prepare?
Okay. At Reeves and Associates, we sit down with the employer, figure out precisely what the job description is, what the positions are, and make sure all regulatory requirements are complied with. At the same time, we let our nurses or our physical therapists know what's going on, where they are in the process, how much time is left, what to expect. Because people have either jobs that they're anticipating, they're in right now, or jobs that they've been offered temporary jobs until they can immigrate to the United States, and like to have a clear understanding of where they are. And then when it actually comes time for the visa interview, because we have an office in Manila, many of our nurses and PTs can come in face-to-face, sit down, and get a feeling and understanding of what's going to go on at the consular interview, make sure they have the appropriate and correct documents, and they are prepared for their interviews. So they're going in not afraid. This is a very stressful interview. It's your opportunity to work in the United States. It's a yes or no. And this can lead to a lot of stress. We help our clients stay at ease. They're not intimidated by the interview, and they have a feeling for what questions the consular officers are going to ask them. And this way, they can respond with you have their responses ready with the information that is exactly needed for the consular officer. So there's no confusing information. And the consular officer can see again why this person is deserving of this visa. So that's one of the things that we do. I have done this with so many RNs and PTs in my 10 years here at Reeves and Associates. It's been really a wonderful way to process my career because I see people come here with their families and are, you know, starting lives here. Many of them become citizens and then petition parents and brothers and sisters. It's just an amazing avenue for a family, for opportunity, and it's great to be a part of that.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, Attorney Elias. You answered so many questions about a very big issue, RNs and PTs. There are so many of them coming from Manila, and I'm sure this is going to help them so much. So
well,
thank you so much for
Thank you. Bye-bye.
For nurses and physical therapists immigrating to the U.S., it involves more than just passing the required exams. Not everyone is fortunate as Jennifer. The hospital she found retains the services of an experienced and knowledgeable immigration firm. Immigration experts can help PTs and RNs navigate their way through a complex process and ensure a speedy and trouble-free immigration to the United States. That's why it's so important to be well informed about your immigration laws, rights, and opportunities by your immigration experts. You can watch previous episodes and sneak peeks of up-and-coming shows by visiting www.immigrationexperts.tv. I'm Troy Montero, and remember to call your experts for all your immigration solutions.